So the very first advice I have is that you need to have thick skin and be really good at communication. Now, depending on the type of organization that you work for, the people in your project will not be reporting to you. So you need to be able to influence others without having that authoritative power. And this can get challenging, especially if someone's not pulling their weight on the team and their actions may negatively impact the success of your project. Just keep that in mind that not everyone is going to listen to you. And this goes hand in hand with learning how to be persuasive, learning how to negotiate, having a thick skin, and learning how to escalate to leadership in those rare instances. As I mentioned before, now that I'm a project manager, I no longer perform the engineering work. I don't do the technical aspects. So instead of helping out with a design, doing engineering analysis, or reviewing a document, I instead know that I did a great job because I was able to get everyone on the same page, or I was able to find ways to bring our schedule back on track, or that I was able to work with another manager to obtain the resources that we need for our project to make it a success. You have to remember that at the end of the day, it's those little wins that will make your project a huge success. So from my own experience, managing projects is all about the human interaction itself and learning how to build a dynamic and trusting team. You guys, the second piece of advice that I have is learning how to lead without having that authority, because this goes hand in hand with building your team. Learn how to influence the people that are above and below you. So that could be leadership. So for example, managers, senior managers, directors, and of course, your peers and those working on your project. And to do that, you need to develop rapport and build relationships with those around you. So to influence leadership, you have to think more strategically about how your project adds value to the company that you're working for. If you know that there's a particular manager who loves driving operational efficiencies and launching new products, then share with that person how this project will impact their group and that you'd love for them to support you on this project. Now, of course, to influence those working on your project, think from the perspective of your team members. How will this project help them in their career? Is this work something that they're passionate about? Learn more about each of your team members so that you can motivate them to do even better work on your project. And my last advice for you guys is be flexible with your plans. Not everything will go according to plan, and you will need to change things. Things happen for a reason, and so you need to adapt and you need to learn how to pivot to guide your team in the right direction. An issue could happen with your vendor or with the test results, and your entire team will need to do a completely new strategy with developing your product. So learn how to see things from all different levels. So for example, the detail level where the work is actually taking place, or from the 100,000 foot level. You need to have a clear vision for the project so that you can guide the team, and you need to understand where things are going to go next. So with that all said, project management is a great career path, especially if you want to be in a leadership position and you enjoy seeing things from start to finish. There are so many project manager jobs in every single industry, and I encourage you to get started. And if you want to help land your next job in project management, don't forget to download my free guide to landing your next job as a project manager to jumpstart your career and to land a higher income. You can download my free guide to landing your next job as a project manager over at alvinthepm.com/career guide. Now, to learn how to become a project manager, especially if you have zero experience, watch this video next if you want to learn the exact steps to accelerate your career and become a project manager.